Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we thought we would go over our boats with you and do a complete overview of our setup. The setup that we used for our 2023 fishing season and the one that we'll continue to use heading into our 2024 season. Okay guys, so we are going to walk you through all the parts that we've added to our boats because we've added quite a few, and we will have links in the descriptions down below for you guys. All the products we've used will have links for you to check it out, and we hope that helps you set up your boats or make adjustments as needed. And also down below will be that subscribe button. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. And subscribe so you don't miss a single one of our videos. We've got lots of good stuff coming up this season. The first piece of equipment we are going to talk about is our Pelican kayak cart. So we've had this for 3 seasons, and I mean, you can see there's a little bit of rust, which is to be expected. We do mainly saltwater, so our launches are all saltwater. But that's 3 years, guys. This thing has served us well. The price point is great. For the quality. The only thing that we would improve on this is the ground clearance. We're here on Vancouver Island, so 90% of our launches are rocky. So a little bit of a struggle, but not too bad. Like I said, price point, quality, it's a pretty good deal. So we'll have the link down in the description for you. So this piece of equipment sometimes gets overlooked, but safety-wise, pretty important. We are sharing the water with other big boats. So we have the Scotty 838 flagpole and then the ball mount. And I mean, we've had it for 3 years. It serves its purpose. It's a great little piece of equipment. And we've got the pole attached to the Navarre power pole cover plate as well. Once again, it served its purpose. Then we have this beauty right here. We were so excited, guys, to switch this out and put this on our boats. This is the Navarre aluminum rudder, and it replaced the stock one, which is plastic. And the awesome thing about this is when you are in rougher conditions, you're fighting current, you're fighting wind, this gives you a lot more control of your boat. I noticed a difference right away. Out in the Yuki waters, it was a rough day, and I felt like I had way more control over my boat versus the plastic rudder that came with our PDL 120. So one thing I do want to say about this aluminum rudder is that this is a big, heavy, wide boat. This is not going to make you be able to steer on a dime. It's not going to drastically improve your steering ability. But what it is going to do is this rudder is not going to flex like the plastic one. So you're going to have more control in rougher conditions. But like I said before, it's not going to magically change your boat and make it steer amazing. This is a big, heavy boat. So we are big fans of Navarre fishing. They have some really good modifications and pieces you can put on your kayaks, and we have added quite a few. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some links down below in the description, but as well we're going to put a direct link to Navarre Kayaking and their website so that you can see their tutorials. They've got all kinds of tutorials on how to do all the installations, which is amazing. These are Yak Hobby XD thumb nuts, and these little guys are pretty cool. They make it super simple to adjust your rudder cable tension without a wrench. So you can just slide it on and twist it as such and play with that tension and get it perfect. All right, so that covers the back of the boat, and now we are moving on to our Wilderness Systems fishing crate. So the one thing that we love about the Wilderness crate is the raised rod holders are nice. It's nice that they're not rubbing on the hull of the boat, so definitely a benefit there. It's got lots of storage. As you can see, holds quite a bit of gear. That's the top. Then you've got the bottom component, which is pretty deep. Can fit a lot of tackle in there as well. It is a little bit overpriced, I do think. But I mean, when you get into a specialty hobby such as kayak fishing, really what isn't overpriced? All in all, we're quite happy with it, and I think we're just going to keep on using it. Next, we have our Calcutta cooler bag. This is where we store all of our drinks and our snacks out on the water. The one thing that we like about this is it holds a lot and it's nice and stiff. It's nice and stiff without a plastic liner in it, so it holds its shape, which is great. So here we have our diver stringer clip. Obviously, this is what we use to string our fish and secure them to the boat. I can't remember exactly the name of it, but I will get Kyle to do the research and throw the link in the description for you guys. Pretty sure we got it off Amazon, and then just your basic bungee cord to attach it to our seat. Serves its purpose well. All right, guys, so this is from Navarre Kayaking as well. Like we said, we love these guys. It is a rod tube cover. When it's in use, just flip it around, it's out of the way. At the end of the day, just pop or closed. It makes it airtight. You're not gonna get water in there when you're cleaning your boats. You're not gonna get bugs or anything else trying to hide in there. Nice little cover. Once again, just slide it out of the way, pop it closed. This is Kyle's most favorite piece of equipment that we have swapped out this year, and it is a rod tube replacement mount by Navarre Kayaking, and it has replaced the original rod holder that came with the Old Town Sportsman 120. And it is a solid piece of 3/4 inch HDPE. And it also has this 4-inch built-in track, which you can see right here. And it basically allows you to install a variety of T-bolt attachments, whether it's from Yak Attack or Yak Gear, etc. So we are going to show you why this is Kyle's favorite piece of equipment. I've got a T-bolt attachment from Yak Attack. As you can see, slides in with ease. Easy peasy. This is our Yak Attack AR tube. Pops right on there. And this gives us a huge variety of positions that we can have our rod holder in. Good ease of use. Really nice to have when you're out on the water. We've even put our gaff in here as well when we're bottom fishing. So pretty good explanation of why Kyle loves this piece so much. Oh no, I wasn't supposed to show you guys this rod. This is a rod that we've been working on with West Coast Fishing Tackle. We are helping to design a kayak fishing specific rod for salmon fishing. But shh, don't tell Kyle. I wasn't supposed to show you. But stay tuned, we got some big things on the way. The Yak Attack AR tube, guys, holds spinning rods, casting rods, you name it, anything you need it to. Once again, super versatile, awesome piece of equipment to have on your boat. The factory rod holder that came with the PDL 120 would have your rod in this position exactly. And one of the reasons we love this is because you can swing your rod out pretty well completely to the side, which, as you know, in a kayak, you've got a lot less room to work with. So it gives you a lot more room when you're in a confined space. It's an awesome way to store your gaff, especially when you're getting ready to land those big lingcod and bottom fish. It even holds your net, guys, which is amazing. As you know, you get a fish to the boat and then all of a sudden it takes off again and you have your net ready and then you gotta put it away. Have your net ready, put it away. So this makes getting ready to catch that fish super simple, super easy. You've got your net there ready to go when you really need it. Here we have the Navarre Kayak rudder handle replacement. We've had this on our boats for a couple years now. It's really sturdy, much sturdier than the original that came with the boat. We also don't need that tension knob on there that comes with the original because we've got the rudder bolt tension knobs on the back that we can adjust with. So yet again, nice and sturdy, and it's done us well for the last couple of years.
I just woke up night shift last night and Crystal was trying to do this video all by her lonesome, but now she's freezing because it's only 1 degree outside, 2 degrees out.
I'm a wuss.
She's a wuss. So we're gonna let her bundle up. She's gonna get behind the camera and I'm gonna try and finish this in as few takes as possible. Where did you leave off?
I left off on this fella.
Okay.
Rudder bolt.
Okay.
Or not rudder bolt. Handle.
Rudder handle. Get back there. Get out of my shot.
Okay.
Okay. Okay guys, so we're still rocking the Pelican angler paddle. I mean, it's a cheap option, but it does work. It's just a backup in case our PDL drive fails. You already went over this. Now let's talk about our downrigger. So we run a Scotty lake troller downrigger. We swapped out the stainless steel cable for braided cable just for safety reasons. It's a lot easier to cut with a knife. And we got it mounted to a Scotty 343 base, which makes this thing rock solid. I'll show you guys here. We run 5 and 6 pound balls off the Scotty lake troller. As you can see, there's barely any flex in there at all. 5 and 6 pound balls are not recommended with the Scotty lake troller. I think it's only rated for 4, but we've been doing this for 2 years and it's handled it no problem. So do so at your own risk. So one of the nice things about the 343 base and all Scotty products is they use the same mount. So we want to go crabbing for the day and use our crab pot puller. Can do so, push the button, switch it out. Let's grab that. We can even grab a rod holder, stick it in there. Everything is universal and switches up, no problem at all. So there's nothing wrong with the original factory tracks from Old Town, the plastic ones that they give you, especially if you're just throwing a rod in it, fishing for bass or trout. They will serve very well for you in that orientation. But when you're running heavy weights off of the gear tracks themselves, the problem was never the gear track ripping out. The problem was that the track itself is extremely flexible, especially when you're running a single gearhead attachment. So what we noticed was if you're running like a Yak Attack is this a lock and load? I don't even know what this is. Or the Scotty gearheads, just a single one with the downrigger, the chance of this actually pulling out through the track and warping the plastic in there is extremely high. So we highly recommend for salmon fishing, you get those big strikes or you're running heavy balls off of your gear tracks, Scotty 343 base, or any base that has dual T-bolts and an aluminum gear track upgrade from Pacific Yak Angler. Okay guys, moving on to the drive. Not too many upgrades on this as it is a pretty good in its stock configuration. The only thing we did add is from Navarre kayak fishing, their floating prop nut. We added the drive spacers to keep that drive in the same position all the time. We ended up losing our end caps, so we had to replace them, and we thought, why not go with Navarre kayak fishing end tube caps for that as well. Rock Bros pedals. Crystal has the orange ones. The orange ones have black little studs in them. They're just little machine screws, but she has the black ones. I have the black pedals with just the uncoated machine screws, and they rusted like crazy. So just a heads up for that. Crystals have held up a lot better than mine have in the saltwater. And these are a must for us using our shoes that we wear, our Under Armour Kilchis fishing shoes. Gives us a lot more grip than the foam stock pedals. So let's crack this hatch open, show you. We did this extra prop holder through here. It's really just 2 bungee cords that overlap each other. So we always carry a spare prop with us. Inside the hatch, bilge pump and our Scotty throw bag. Can never be too safe when you're out on the water. This little guy right here, recently we partnered with Dakota Lithium and they sent us a couple of their PowerBox 10s. As we've been looking for ways to power our GoPros all day and for multiple days while out on the water, these things are absolutely amazing. So we got our 2 post terminals, we got a 12-volt car plug, 2 USB ports to power our GoPros or charge our drone or any other thing that we need to charge, our phones while out on the water, and it does have a voltmeter in there as well. Also, it's got a light for those dark morning launches and late evening landings. So that's the hatch. So for filming, the way you guys see us on all of our videos is we run a Yak Attack Panfish Pro with our GoPros up top. We love this little mount, just the versatility of being able to swing it around so you guys don't miss all the action. And with the Dakota Lithium power box inside the hull, we had to get power inside the hull. So we used a Wilderness Systems through hull kit, same kit that we use for our fish finder, as well as our transducer to come inside the hull. They work great. They're a little bit pricey, but they're solid, and we've never had any leaking because of them. So next we'll go to our rod holder. This is our main rod holder, and it's a Scotty R5 universal rod holder, and it's worked great for the time being. It's attached with a gear head. It's easy to switch. We got it on a Scotty extension and the 343 base. The great thing about this is, let me just grab a rod here. Did you show them this? So one thing that we've noticed about the R5 rod holder is it is good in low current situations and when you're not running high speeds. The only thing for trolling with this is when you start running those high speeds and heavy currents, it does tend to lift up and pull out of the rod holder, which can be kind of scary, especially when your face is right there. So you'll be trolling and all of a sudden, bang, this thing can come and whip you in the face. So it's served its purpose. It's worked all right, but we'll be switching this up and we'll let you guys know when we switch these out to a different style of rod holder. Okay, so we've added a seat back cushion and a seat cushion. We spend a lot of time out on the water. We're out on the water for 8, 9, 10 hours at a time. These chairs aren't the most comfortable in the PDL 120s. I'll leave a link in the description. These ones have been great, whatever that company is. Fortum. Yeah, memory foam. Give yourself a little bit of added cushion for those long days out on the water. Last but not least, the fish finder. Crystal's got hers set up here. Garmin Striker +4. We absolutely love these things. Running a bigger fish finder might be a possibility in the future, but for us, space is already limited on these things. We're kind of getting to the point of crazy with gear on here. So having a small fish finder, it serves its purpose more than enough for what we need. We got it on the Navarre kayak fishing replacement handle with a Scotty ball mount, which makes this thing extremely adjustable to put it in whatever position you want. Sometimes if we get a big fish on and we need more room, you can just slam that thing out of the way like that. It's worked great. And we got a Burley Pro sun visor on here as well, which we use some orange Krylon Fusion spray paint and just painted it, trying to make Crystal's boat all matchy-matchy. Powering the fish finder, last but not least, powering our fish finder in the back here, we got a Dakota Lithium 12-volt 10-amp-hour battery. We've never ran out of juice yet in a day of fishing. We pushed it for 10 hours, still had tons and tons of battery life left. Probably could run 2 solid days with that fish finder and that battery combo. What else? What else is there? Crystal uses a Shiwi.
I do.
Look at this thing. This is part of the boat. This is your boat. For all you ladies out there, female urination device.
It's actually amazing for all you ladies. All you lady kayak fishers.
Alrighty guys, that's it. We did it. It's freezing cold in our garage here, but we made it through the overview of our boat. This little thing's freezing, so we're gonna get her inside close to the fire, snuggle up with our dog. But yeah, that's it. That's our Old Town Sportsman PDL 120. not typically an offshore boat used for saltwater, but it's been amazing for us and we've made it work. Our season is pretty much winding down now. We might be able to get a couple more videos out, maybe some crabbing or some winter springs. Thank you guys for your continued support. We appreciate each and every one of you. For those of you that haven't yet, I think it's down there, or maybe it's down in that corner. Go down below, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook. We got a website now, www.kcKayakFishing.com. Yeah,
we're everywhere.
We're everywhere. We're still going to be everywhere and we're still growing. Thank you guys so much for your support. We'll catch you on the next one.